Got Mike Seabass Shipman back in the house. We saw him earlier tonight. He looked so cool and calm and collected. One of the most gifted guys, again, out of London Shoot Fighter, Dean.
He brings to the table everything you could ever imagine: submissions, intense grappling, and really hard punches. And what he's able to do, what a lot of people are not able to do, is put it all together inside the cage under such big limelight of the show and really come through and forward. I think that's going to be what he brings to the table, is this intense experience and high-level MMA.
And Brad, we talk about Seabass, no pun intended though. Craig White is here to spoil the party. Your thoughts on how Craig White might be able to take what has been one of the most hyped fights in all of UK MMA this year home with the victory?
Well, I think Craig, is a very tough opponent. He's definitely come here to win. They're both champions of different organizations, USMMA, and so it's basically a battle of champions here, so both of them know what it takes to win at the highest level, and definitely going to be fireworks there in the cage.
And Shipman, obviously a Killicam champ, so we've got it all tonight. Champion versus champion, high-octane action. Chris Hoekstra calling it all here with my main man, D. Midhat, and of course, Brad One Punch Pickett. Let's get things back to our master of ceremonies, Mr. Grant Waterman, and we'll have the action right underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. Please welcome your first fighter to enter the cage, Craig the Thundercat White.
Main event time here tonight at the Rise of Champions. The first athlete out of the blue corner and LDMMA. It's Craig White. And Dean, we've seen everything here tonight at the ROC. But what we've got on tap for the fans in our main event is going to be nothing short of spectacular.
Craig White coming in with a record of 9-6, very experienced fighter, calm and collected. His training has gone brilliantly through his camp, no injuries as he alluded to. He also has a TKO win, like Shipman, over a very tough guy called Tommy Cook, who's tough to finish. So both of these guys are coming in with a way to finish each other and an abundance in skills to deliver.
And a common opponent is proof. So you look at the skills of Craig, he's got great submissions, really tight from the top and bottom.
And ladies and gentlemen, the second fighter to enter the cage, Michael Shipman.
While we talk about Craig, he's certainly going to make this one a very exciting fight. Dean, you said it was a type of fight that'll be a battle of wills, a battle of perseverance. You talk about Michael Shipman, and really an outstanding wrestler, 8-1, a guy who knows how to win no matter where this fight goes.
Michael Shipman, a decorated middleweight title holder, takes on the reigning actual middleweight champion, Craig White. A ground and pound specialist in himself is Shipman.
Very confident, very good submissions. The man otherwise known as Seabass by nickname is absolutely a man not to be underestimated. Great footwork all over the place, strong, tough, capable of inciting the clinch as well, Dean, which can be a strong spot there.
In that clinch, watch out for his BJJ skills. He's got great guillotine being his favorable go-to submission.
And then you also note really the way he sets up that takedown with the overhand right. Very, very, very capable, very gifted everywhere, high skill set, just like Craig, tough to finish. It's gonna be an absolute war here in the main event at the Rise of Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rise of Champions main event of the evening. Introducing these two warriors. The fighter standing in the blue corner. He weighed in at 183.4 pounds. He represents the Lion's Den MMA. He is the Ultimate Impact middleweight champion. He is Craig the Thundercat White. And standing across the cage in the red corner, he weighed in at 185 pounds. he represents the world-famous London Shoot Fighters. He is the UCMMA middleweight champion. He is Michael Shipman. The referee in charge of the action is Dan Mulvahedi.
Main event time here at the Rise of Champions, live from London. Daniel Mulvahedi brings these two guys together. The third man in the ring tonight, out of the red corner, Michael Shipman from London Shoot Fighters, 8-1, taking on Craig White in the blue from LDMMA, 9-6. Both fighters ready, a nod and a touch of gloves. Chris Hookster on the mic with Dean Mid-Hat, and we are at it tonight at the City Pavilion.
You'll see a lot of unorthodox footwork here from Shipman. It almost froze off his opponent, but the clinch is initiated early. Some wizard work there from Craig White.
And certainly a strong fight for both athletes, which again makes this fight such a great matchup. And all of the pundits, all the hype from the media really around this was really keen on what would happen when they get a hold of each other. And you can't underestimate White off his back, Dean. That's what makes this point interesting.
Shipman went for the big aerial takedown there, but White was able to get his feet in, initiate some sort of butterfly guard. But Shipman now sitting in side control.
Framing up very nicely to try and incite the shrimp or escape out the back door is White. But Shipman relentless, sliding that right knee in and staying very, very top heavy here, Dean.
Interesting to see Craig White on the bottom because Shipman has a massive ability to hold somebody down.
It looks to me like somebody's cut here, Dean. I can't quite tell whether that's Shipman over the left eye or whether there was a clash of heads throughout that exchange.
Opted to stand back up.
And we're gonna have a quick look at the cut here. Shipman bleeding profusely there over the left eye. The doctor being called into the ring. And it would be a shame to see this one stopped early, Dean, because both fighters in an excellent position here.
It looks like the blood's not going into the fighter's eye. If it impairs the vision, Chris, it's a danger to the fight because he can't see certain things coming at him. But that looks like it's on the side of there, and it's going to dribble down the side of his face, so they might continue.
The medical staff satisfied of just that. Daniel Mulvahedi brings these two back together. And here we go, big head kick. Whoa, Craig switches up and clips Shipman. Shipman then gets a hold of him and drags him down with the trip. Shipman in side control. The Shoot Fighters calling for him to slow down here and regain his wits, Dean.
Shipman with some knees to the body to soften up. What he's trying to do is get the arms out of the way from Craig White. He wants to secure that side control. He wants to put his body on top of White's and dominate and put that pressure downwards. When there's something in between you, there's space, Chris. There's not enough pressure to keep him where he wants him.
And Shipman then opting to nasty punch.
They are huge knees there to the side of Craig White's body.
And White goes off his back, looks to invert. Like you said, very sneaky in these positions, Dean. You can't sleep on him. On the flip side, though, I thought for a moment Shipman was going to go to work on that far side arm.
Shipman looking to control the hips, switching around to north-south, comes back to side control with their beautiful knees again on the inside.
And both fighters continue to jockey for position here, but it's Shipman who remains dominant, imposing his will, and more importantly, flattening Craig White out to disallow the scramble.
Punishing knees from the top from Shipman. What's more impressive is his ability to strike like that and stay on top. Looking for the Kimura here, Chris.
And Shipman looking to walk around here and keep his weight down. Doesn't get it though, defended very nicely by Craig. But it's those hammer fists that Shipman kept using, going between knees and hammer fists. And this is really a skill in itself, isn't it, Dean? Going from side control to north-south, spinning around, disallowing the guard recovery. And Shipman senses being in a less than optimal position, so he opts to stand up.
Shipman in the scramble, striking to enable him to get to a better position. Looking for a way in now. He loves that top pressure from that side control.
Both fighters return to the upright. Shipman with a big overhead right. That's the end of the fight. And that was all she wrote. Man.
Craig White, for a split second there, looked away and he caught that massive punch from Shipman, crashing to the mat. Unbelievable work.
Taking a look at the replay, it was the way Shipman actually punched down Dean. That creates so much momentum and velocity. The connection absolutely perfect. Bang on the bullseye. That's about as good a night as it gets at the office. A clean one-strike knockout. Michael Shipman, absolutely emphatic. That was a great back and forth fight, Dean, but it only took one.
I love how he just turned it over the top, like you said, Chris, just come past. A lot of fighters will cover their chin, but they don't cover your temple. It's very hard to keep that amount of space covered, and if it comes over the top, it touches you there hard enough, messes your equilibrium, and as we saw, Craig White went down.
An excellent stoppage as well. Both fighters in it to win it, no doubt. Two high-level guys, but there can be only one. Shipman goes 9-1 in the Rise of Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, in our main event of the evening, at 3 minutes 31 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of knockout, Michael Shipman. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for a fantastic runner-up, Craig the Thundercat White. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the action for tonight. We hope you enjoyed every single fight on the card.
All right, I'm here with Michael Seabass Shipman. Michael, there was a lot of talk about this fight on the way in. There was a lot of questions. You guys are both so technical, a lot of ways to win. He clipped you with that head kick. What was going through your mind?
I knew I was going to be in for a test. I wasn't expecting him to be able to find me with a head kick. I started out too slow. He put up a great head kick. And then I had to switch on. I had to respect him. Very active on the ground, but I knew that already. But a bit stronger than I thought, but massive respect to him.
It seemed your transitions from side control to north-south and around to the other side were very key to nullify him off his back.
Yeah, like I said, very active guard. I'd seen that if people try and rest on him in not a dominant position, they get cut. Obviously, he's very good with the elbows, so I just had to keep moving, stop myself getting standing up, and collect my thoughts after that head kick.
But then there was the end of the fight, and that was absolutely with that down punch, about as perfect as it gets. Your thoughts on your performance? It was an incredible win.
Yeah, I got to thank my coach, Alexis, for that. Literally just before I came out, he told me that that punch could catch him and to throw it with intention, so I did, and it worked out.
Michael Shipman, 9-1 here in the Rise of Champions. The London shoot fighter continues. Michael, your final thoughts.
Yeah, I just want to thank all of my team, everyone who helped me out. I won't name names because I'm sure to forget someone, but also Big Fish Management for sorting me out, and all the guys at London Shoot, all my team and friends and family. Thank you so much.
Michael Seabass Shipman, ladies and gentlemen.